That's the first cut, right?
Here we go. We're just going to cut straight across. I'm just kind of holding it with the comb. There's no tension. I'm going to come and fix what I did wrong the first time, the other direction. Come back in here, make the other side match. And the cool thing about your first section, it gets hidden by your second section, so that's really good. And if that doesn't work out, the third section covers those two, and eventually you're going to get this thing so straight, it's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're going to drop down the next section. Okay. If they got that real thin papery skin, be careful, because you can cut right through it. It's crazy. You don't want to do any of that. How many people have cut somebody's neck? Don't lie. There's no cameras, except this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
While cutting hair.
Yeah, because of while cutting hair. Exactly. Better answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be specific.
Yeah. No, well, razor would be different. Okay, razor, if you cut it with a razor, you're getting a kind of a jaggedy line, but it's a softer line, it's more messy. And if you're kind of point cutting and kind of chunk cutting, you're getting a more blunt. You're getting a blunt crooked, not a nice, soft, wispy, you know what I mean? So it's just another way to do it. But no, I love razor cutting and soft little hairlines too. And you'll notice that sometimes if you razor cut a whole hairline, it actually lays it really nice too. This, I'm trying to go more of just a blunt. I don't care if it lays in not straighter as much. I'd rather have it actually just kind of blunt and chunky at the bottom for this particular cut. But the razor cut's great. Yeah, I love just kind of staying really close to your spot and just kind of razor cutting it right off. So, no, great question. Thank you. But yeah, just a different tool for a different cut. I guess the hardest thing to do on a bob is cutting it dry, where you're pushing the hair. You know, where you're doing it is pushing all the hair. So, I like cutting my strong lines in wet. That's for sure. I don't have a mirror, so if her head's crooked, just yell at her, okay? No, I'm kidding, it's not. Bless you.
Pardon me.
You can pick your clients to cut with the razor or cut this too. Like I said, if it's a younger kid and they're just more a little edgy, this might be the better way to do it too. Just a little bit where it's not perfect, it's a little bit more chunky and messy. Some of the best cuts I've seen have come out of friends cutting friends' hair in the bathroom, you know, where they just kind of do the wrong thing, but it looks good. You ever seen something like that where it's like, oh, where'd you get your hair cut? Oh, my brother did it. Because it's just, sometimes that so it looks more street. Thick hair on this island, I tell you. We had the best model call. I had to turn away people that had too much hair. Because it was like, I'd have been working on the first person still. The hair's so thick. Is there any challenges of cutting in the shop that it's like, well, how do you do this or how do you do that? Any questions at all? Nothing? Any alternate questions about your favorite product or a product you need to know more about? Come on. How many people use Alterna in the shop? If you have not, I think they have great promos today. And I'll tell you, there's a couple promos. I don't know the exact promos, but I'll tell you, there's a couple products that would be the caviar would be one of my favorites. Caviar moisture. If you haven't tried any of the products and you want to try something, I would definitely jump into the caviar line. I've actually been using it since it started, and it's still in my shower after all these years, so it's my favorite.
Does it have caviar in it?
It actually does have caviar in it.
Prevents alcohol from absorbing.
What's
The caviar prevents alcohol from absorbing, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it actually has caviar as one of its ingredients, one of its main ingredient, and I lost it.
I tell my clients it's beluga.
Beluga. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's
That's why it's so expensive.
it's a great product, but it does not smell like caviar. It doesn't smell like fish. It doesn't, it smells delicious. The question you always get though, it says anti-aging and aged, oh, is this gonna, do I have to be old to use it? And so no, you do not have to be old or trying to anti-age to use it, so we'll all get there eventually.
Did you say caviar has caviar in it?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Is it cruelty-free? Is it cruelty-free? Come on.
Just little eggs.
What would caviar have in it if it wasn't caviar?
Fish.
Caviar with cow. It's one of the highest sources of omega-3, and so it's incredible for your hair. It's got it in it, and you want it in your hair, and your hair will feel younger and better. It's the best shampoo out there. It's great. If you have not tried it, you need to try it. I'm not with my good salesman hat on today, but boy, caviar is hands down my favorite shampoo.
Brian's addressing where the caviar comes from.
It comes from a fish. It comes from a sturgeon.
Oh, does that?
But that's what generally caviar comes from, is a sturgeon fish. It looks like a big shark with a shovel head. Right? Yeah.
I love caviar. Oh.